Welcome back. We're having a great time with Mike Robitaille, and on April 15th at the Seneca Niagara Casino, Mike, you're going to be the target, so to speak. It'll be a roast of Mike Robitaille. It's a big fundraiser, and the proceeds go to where?
Well, you've got the One-Stop Center, which is our vets and, of course, the kids and Women's Hospital. They'll get part of the proceeds. And there you see our MC, Jimmy Ralph. This guy's a former goaltender. And it's funny, you'll be on the floor with this guy. So down, you see Murph, and of course Bob Kuczynski will be there. And there's Brian McFarland, of course, for years with NBC and Hockey Night in Canada, and down it goes. There's Bob, good looking son.
Yeah, I may not be the funniest guy there, but I will be the best looking guy.
Well, let me look at that picture again. Don't take that off. Listen, how about if I make that decision, not you?
You can.
All right. Now that you're not my boss,
can I try?
Pretty well say anything
I was never
right?
your boss, Mike. You just showed up for work, and they told you where to sit down, and they let you go. So they call me up. They call me up, and they said, "Bob, would you like to roast Mike Robitaille?" And I said, Ross DeFranco works with an Intercom, and I said, Ross, what could I possibly say funny about a broken down old hockey player who does cheese commercials?
That's right, and eats the cheese.
Yeah.
And eats a lot of it. As a matter of fact, too much.
So he said, Bob, please try to write something down. And I said, I'll try. But it's going to be a great night, and you're expecting, what, over 500 people?
Well, we hope around 500. And, that One-Stop Center, where some of this money is going, this is for our vets. All right, a lot of the guys didn't come back. There's wives and kids that haven't got the best of it right now. And so we're going to try to give them a leg up, and that's what One Stop Center does. And they're downtown Buffalo on Main Street, and they're unbelievable. I'm telling you, Bob, honest to God, it's just, you see what they have in there. They have like rooms for kids to bring your kids during the day, and there's nothing but good. I'll guarantee you when your head hits the pillow that night, you'll be happy you went, and it's going to a good cause.
Now, I suggest people go to the WGR radio website to find out about getting tickets. You can call the casino, but it's not just a roast. There's going to be Las Vegas-style entertainment.
Yeah, listen, it's one thing about that night, there'll be probably people mostly around from 40 up, and around my age bracket, right? 41,
40
42.
Up? Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I'm middle-aged. That's if I live until I'm 120.
So who's some of the entertainment?
Listen, we'll start off with, of course, we all remember Dean Martin. His son, Ricky Martin, is coming in with his band, and he's going to do a beautiful little expose on his father and sing in time with him.
Yeah,
and
Dean's
really
daughter was just in town a month or two ago.
I don't know, but this guy is it's a great Las Vegas act. And Rita Carey, who's the actor and comedian, Jim Carrey's sister, who in Canada is really considered to be a top-notch entertainer. And so there's a lot of live entertainment. There's a wonderful dinner. There'll be auctions, and there'll be some outrageous stories. If you're looking for some inside stories that you'll never hear about hockey, things maybe you shouldn't hear, you might hear them that night.
This dinner's not going to be broadcast.
No.
It's not going to be broadcast.
No, there'd be a lot. No, I don't think so. Look at this right here. Can you imagine those four punks? There's the great Ted Darling.
I'm really looking forward to this. It was an honor to be asked, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I will say
it was an honor for me to be asked.
I go back over 20 years ago, probably about 25 years ago, because I know I said this won't be broadcast. About 25 years ago, there was a dinner honoring Paul McGuire, and WGR decided to go live with the dinner with a tape delay, with 7-second delay. And let's just say the delay wasn't working. And I'll never forget this. Pete Weber was at the dinner, like throwing it to commercial and stuff like that. And at some point in the middle of the dinner, I think they pulled the plug on it because the delay wasn't working. And some of the, now look, a roast for Paul McGuire, you can imagine, what some of the language was. But that's not going to happen on the 15th.
No, listen, we're going to keep it on. It's not going to be crazy. You don't want your kids there, but I mean, it's not going to be stupid.
No. I've never used a four-letter word.
There won't be any too many bombs. I don't know.
I'm looking forward to the 15th.
Can't guarantee it, though.
So we were talking, we were kidding before, we got about 2 minutes here. What are you doing now? Are you doing radio on the week, during the week?
Okay.
Working for the Senecas.
Yeah, I didn't want to give up the bully pulpit, so I still do a little bit of radio. Work for Yancey's Fancy. I represent them. Great people to work for. I do some work for the Seneca Casino and Resort, of course, and then of course Veins Incorporated. They take, you know, they've been so wonderful talking about taking care of the vets. Veins bought a suite down at the auditorium. I still say the auditorium after all these years instead of First Niagara. They fill it up with vets.
Wow.
You know, that's not a cheap proposition.
And you're involved with that too.
Yeah, and I'm involved with that, doing a lot of charities.
And does your wife still have you answer the phone over at the real estate office?
She won't let me in there. I eat everyone's lunches, but real estate is good, and she's doing well with her business, and trying to just get her to slow down a little bit. But you know what happened this year? I was supposed to kind of be retired. I've never been so busy in all my life. It's funny. You're killing me.
You know, and this may come up the night of the dinner, but the mystery, the biggest mystery to me is, and obviously it shows that genetics, thank God for genetics, in that kids can take after one parent. Because your daughters are so beautiful.
Yeah.
And, you know, so your wife must have some pretty strong, damn strong genes.
Listen, we got 15 seconds. Quickly, I'm just going to tell you this. As soon as they heard that there was a roast, they almost trampled me, saying, I want to say something.
Your daughters?
My two daughters, my one daughter just drove up to Toronto to be with her sister who won't be there that night. She's at a wedding out of town. So they could do a 5-minute piece about what Dad was really like.
Wow.
And then my wife says, Isabel says, give me the mic too. I have a few things I think people should know about you.
Well, Mike,
and so they'll all get their shots in.
You're a brave man.
Including you.
Yeah, I might get one or two, you know, one or two of them around some compliments. But, you know, you got a beautiful family, and it's going to be a great night. You're a good man.
I do.
So we're looking forward to it. Mike Robitaille, I'll see you on the 15th at the Seneca Niagara Casino.
Thanks for doing it.
Thanks
very
for
much,
coming
Tom.
out.
Great.
We'll be back to wrap up all sports right after this.